Hey friends, welcome back to Make My World Mini. Here we are in Star's house, specifically her bedroom. I have been working on her closet a little bit. As you can see, I put the vanity in there. I still have a lot to do. I still have background and painting and all that to make this over. But we're starting here because Star just got done with the show. I made this hair piece for her. I made it the first time. I didn't like it. It fell apart. So I tried to make it a second time, but I don't like how it frames her face. I was going to go all the way around her hair. Not only that, I don't always like how Barbie's hair sits in videos. You know, I just always feel like the hair is all over the place. So I was trying to have it more put together, but it just hasn't worked. But I don't know. What do you guys think? So I was like, okay, she finished the show. We'll get that out of her hair eventually. I thought it was going to look prettier than it does, but just nope. I don't like it, especially around her face. But anyway, so we will get to the closet eventually. And I got her railing her railing put up. So I'm pretty excited about that. And her bed fits. And I got her bed to fit in her room as well. So it is coming together a little bit. It just takes me time because of, you know, work, life, things. Alright, anyway, I did fix her stairs too, so let's go check that out. Alright, here's her like music Christmas room. I got her record player in there, I got them stacked up on the crates, and I fixed her stairs. I just have to paint them. But they are so much better, so much more sturdy than they were before. But this room looks a lot better, and I have to get her paintings up too, but I have cleaning and organizing to do. But I also have to show you some of the creations. I want to say like homemade creations, upcycle, trash to treasure. I love the trash to treasure, you know, taking ordinary objects and turning them into something for the dollhouses. I think that is my favorite. Not only is it affordable, it's just fun to upcycle like that. So let's go see what I've made. But I have some creations to share with you. Let me do the bigger stuff first, I guess. I have created some logs out of Play-Doh because I want to create a campfire. But I just thought these would be really cute sitting next to the fire. And then this is a shelf that I had made. It was in the very first living room, or the living room that I made in January of last year. Well, of course, I took that room apart, and I took the shelf, and I'm thinking I will put this in Dara's, because I remade these plants, I remade that bottle, I remade this, I put stuff in there, and I put a sealer on the bubblegum machine, so hopefully it doesn't fall apart, because it was made with, I believe, clay or Play-Doh. So I'm debating if I want to put this in Dara's, because I think it would look better in hers, not Star's bathroom, but I don't know yet. The big thing that I've been working, or I was working on, is this lamp that I made for Dara's green room, plant room, and or imagination station. So I made one of those bowls down here, and then the light shines, and then there is a light inside. Here, I gotta go from this way, I believe. Yep. And it lights up like that. But it's made out of wire, that paper, some of those twisty lights from Amazon, Play-Doh with the flowers and the leaves and the bird in there, and then some plants that I had from Dollar Tree. This I found. I junk journal, And when I find trash, and I will clean it up and keep it, put it in my junk journal, or if it's cool like that, it's like one of those hair things. Then I keep it, clean it up, and I use it in Mini World. But this is going to go above Luna's desk and imagination station, and or the green room in Dara's dollhouse. So we have that. I just got to get one of those 3M like hooks to put in the ceiling, so I'll be able to hang it. So I have it over there in a yogurt cup right now. Alright, let's look at everything on the table now. Move it a little closer for you. You've already seen those flowers. I just like them, that's why they're still on the table. I made a new knife block. Here's my first one. Here's my new one. Which one do you like better? The first one? I did the bottom on that one. I didn't do the bottom on that one yet. But which one do you like better? I love the knives. The knives are great. I feel like it just, I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one do you think looks better or sits better? But I have two now. So I could put one in the other dollhouse. I'm not sure. And then I figure I'll show you this. This is my very first Kleenex box. Made it out of paper. I made it during Mother's Day, I think, last year. It sits on the back of Penelope's toilet. I would like to paint it and put a nice sealer on it now that I do what I do. Here's my new one. It's made out of craft sticks and ribbon, which we'll get to where I got this stuff from. But I think it's improved. What do you guys think? New and improved? This is going to go in Star's bathroom on her plant ladder. This one will go back in Penelope's when I touch it up. But which one do you like better? I kind of like the new one, don't you? I think it just looks cute. But this one could look cute too. Alright, so we got that. And then here's that bowl that I said I would paint in the last video. Well, I painted it. And I think it turned out really pretty. I love this bowl. When I put it in Dara's, I thought about putting something in the bowl. Like Dara's doing a spell or something. But I'm not sure if I want to keep it empty or if I want to put something in it. Because I really love how it turned out. So I just might keep that one empty. I'm not sure. Alright, so I am working on a table. You know those ribbon, like what ribbon is wound around? Like these, but they're bigger. They're a bigger ribbon thing. I am making a coffee table out of one of those. It's cardboard. I'm making a coffee table out of it. And this is going to go in the center of that table, or that coffee table. And I believe the coffee table that I'm making is going to go on Dara's patio, I believe. I'm pretty sure, because I don't know if it'll fit in Star's living room. But we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. But that beautiful thing, the plants were from Miniverse. The little thing that I used came from the ribbon holder, and then I just painted it and put the Play-Doh in there. This is made totally out of Play-Doh. The bowl, I just wanted like decorated Easter eggs for Easter. I know I'm a little ahead, but if I don't get ahead when I think about it, then it doesn't get done. I made another plate of like steak and green beans and a potato. I think this potato turned out a lot better than my other ones. But I just wanted to make something that day. I just needed to create because of stress and, well, just life. I just needed to do something, so I created that. And this plate wasn't my favorite, so that's why I glued it onto that one. And then, whoops, for Valentine's Day we made barbecue ribs. So I was trying to make some ribs out of Play-Doh. I don't know. Can you see the bottom? There we go. I think they turned out alright. What do you think? I think they looked cute. But now we got ribs. What else is over here? Oh, this I feel like could be either decor, like in the house, put a frame around it, and it could be decor. Or it could look like blooming onions, like, or blooming potato chips, like a potato chip thing with the dip in the center. I don't know. What do you guys think? Decor or potato chip platter? I have no idea. But I just wanted to make it. It was, again, I just needed to create something to relieve some stress. But I would like to put a frame around it probably and hang it up on the wall because I think it'd be pretty art. Especially maybe in Penelope's house. I don't know. And then I wanted to make like some 4-leaf clover cookies or something. These didn't turn out the best. But I don't think the worst. But they're made out of Play-Doh. But at least she's got some cookies, right? Oh. Stuff's falling off. And these are also, that's also made out of Play-Doh. This is made out of Play-Doh. I wanted to just make like a little cherry pie or a cherry tart. That's all Play-Doh. And then I have these water caps. I told you I haven't done this bottom. But they make really good plates or trays, especially if you can, or if I get the color on properly. I've been trying to use up nail polish that I have to paint the plates. So I have different ones. That one, I think the cherry pie looks good on the white plate. I think that looks really good. Or bottle cap, just making it into a plate. Not only that, I just feel like if I glue it onto the bottle cap and it's Play-Doh, then if I ever have to throw it away, it's not that big a deal. And then the last thing I made was this little tray with these little Play-Doh bottles. I think it looks cute. I am debating if I want to put this in stars or Dara's. I'm thinking Dara's because I think it would look really good there. And then this bottle is a piece of Play-Doh that I shaped, and then I put little jewelry piece on it and a button. Not a button. A bead. That's what it's called, a bead. But I thought that looked really adorable too, and I'm thinking this might look better in Dara's. But I think that's all that I've created over here. I am working on an extension trellis for stars because the other one that I made, this one, wasn't long enough. I didn't know that, so I have to make an extension. Here's a bowl. I take that back. I made it out of paper, painted it white, and then this is supposed to be jelly beans. I want to put like little dots on it so it looks all, I don't know, jelly bean pastel bowl like. And then here's all my little water caps that I've been painting so I can use them as plates for Play-Doh creations again, so if I have to throw it away, it's no big deal. Not only that, taking trash or ordinary items around the house and upcycling them or turning them into something for the dollhouse is really cool and a lot of fun. Okay, so I was talking and or sharing with my coworker. Most of my coworkers, I believe, know that I make miniature stuff for dollhouses because they see me folding paper or whatever, or gluing paper. So I was talking to my one coworker, asking if she knew anybody that had maybe beads, buttons, yarn, ribbon, anything, broken jewelry, anything that they didn't want that they could just pass forward. She's like, well, I think I might have some stuff. And I said, well, if you don't want it, or if you would just pass it forward anyway, or throw it away, or give it to Goodwill or whatever, I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to, you know, get it off of you. And she's like, well, you could have it. So she brought me some stuff. She brought me this ribbon. I'm so excited. She brought me this one. There's a piece of it right here. I kind of wish I would have wrapped this ribbon around Star's tissue box instead of the other one, but it's okay. And then this was the one that I used around the bottom of Star's box. And then there was all these wood pieces, wood sticks that she gave me. I need to put a rubber band around those so I could create with those. She gave me this ribbon. I like the little tassels. I thought about cutting like a little tassel off, but I think it might be too big for the tissue box, but maybe something else. And then this piece of I don't know, ribbon or whatever was in there. Some of this yarn. And then some jute rope. This one has like wire in it, so I'm excited about that because I'm thinking of another craft. She wrote down she thinks it's really cool, and she was excited for me. So she writes down ideas for me to create, which I think is pretty cool. And then she gave me these flowers, which I did use some of these in that one jar right here. I cleaned out this jar and put some of those in that jar because I thought it would look cute, like little cotton balls or something. And then here's some more of those flowers, and this one. And then this one. This is where I got the beads from for the tissue box and the top of that Play-Doh thing. And then in here she gave me a bunch of buttons. And I want to make a spice rack. I don't know if I'd put it in Adeline's kitchen or one of the other doll houses. I'm not sure, but I do know I want to make like a little spice rack. So there's a lot of buttons that I think would be really cool, really pretty to use as caps. And then there's some star buttons I thought I could use in Star's room, stuff like that. And then in here is, I believe, a bunch of miscellaneous stuff too, like googly eyes, some more buttons. There's a lot more buttons in here, stuff for like the Christmas room, piece, and then wood pieces in here, and then some more buttons. So I'm pretty excited about that, because to get like stuff like this, like ribbon, or like I said, broken jewelry, beads or buttons from somebody that isn't going to use them anyway and turn them into treasures for the dollhouse is pretty sweet. Alright, we need to move on to the very last thing that I'm going to share with you in this video. So let's get to it. I'm not a makeup person, but Star is. So I found these at Walmart, Make It Mini Makeup by Miniverse. They were on sale. That's why I got them. They were on clearance. That's why I got them. They were only $4.50 each. So I bought 4 because I wanted Star to have makeup in her room, closet, vanity. So whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to get the paper off of these. Okay. I finally have all the paper off of all the capsules. Now I don't mind making makeup bottles for Star out of Play-Doh. That doesn't bother me at all. These were just on clearance, so I thought, why not? Alright, I will look at this pamphlet as I need to. Okay. I don't know what these are like. Never seen them. Don't know. This is cute though. I really like this part. This is neat. This thing is pretty cool. I don't know if I want it in Stars. Maybe 1 in Stars. I don't know for sure yet. But definitely, most likely in Dora's. I think that would be cool in Dora's. Or maybe even in the Harry Potter room. But anyway, let's get to the bags. We got Wink and Blush. There's something in here. I don't want to rip the bag, if I can help it, because I like this box. That looks cute. Looks like she can go shopping. Ooh, look at that. So we have some, looks like mica powder. We have this one. We have this purple one. That's pretty cool. And then what else do we have in here? Oh, we have the oil, the eyeshadow oil. And some pretty tissue paper. I save the tissue paper for other stuff, like flowers and whatnot. Oh, hey, we got a bowl in here. Ooh, is it a cool looking bowl? See, that's the thing too. When I get like mini-verse plates and whatnot, bowls, I don't have to ruin these by putting stuff in them. More tissue paper. Oh, here's our, oh, look at that. Here's our palette, I betcha. Aw, how cute. Looky, it's gonna be hearts. Oh, I love that. That's cute. I like that. That is really cute. We have in here a pipet. Cool. I need some pippets to do and or create what I want to create. So this is gonna work. Aw, we have a spoon. And we have a brush for the eyeshadow. Oh, that's so cute. So we got the eyeshadow. Let's see what we're gonna get next. More eyeshadow? I don't know. Possibly, maybe another palette of eyeshadow. Okay, I don't see anything in this one. We got the two things. I think this is more. Alright, so in here we have this one. And we have this color. This one's pretty. We have another bowl. Another bowl. What else do we have? I was right, huh? Another palette. This one's circles. So we got hearts, and now we got circles. Got some more eyeshadow oil. Another brush. What is that? Oh, it's like a stamper. It's like a stamper. It's got an M on it. You can use that. I feel like Dara can use that. Another pipet and another spit. Okay, these aren't as exciting for me as I thought they were going to be. I do like the palette holder though. And maybe once I get to making it and putting it in there, it'll be better because then I can sit on her thing. But I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how I feel. I like these. These are going to be handy, and I think Dara's. I hope I didn't get eyeshadow for all of them. Why do I feel like that's what happened, you know? Alright, anyway, let's see what we have. Ooh, not as hard to get out of the box. Good. Alright, so what do we have in this tissue paper? We have, oh, I like the bottle. Lip oil. Cool, red lip oil. That is cool. I like the bottle. That's going to look really cute in Dara's room or something. Somewhere. Alright, so this is probably... Oh, not what I thought. Okay, we'll put the box over here. What is this? Aw, the little bottles for the lip oil. Or the lip stuff. Oh, that's so cute. I love the bottles and the little brushes. That's adorable. I love these. That's cute. Oh, that's soft. Okay, I like the bottles with the lip oil. That's pretty cool. Back. Okay, so we have to mix the lip oil in. We have like a little measuring cup. And we have, what's this? The lip oil base. And because here's the stain. Here's the lip oil stain, right? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I just use Blistex. I don't know anything about that stuff. I used to use that lip gloss that made your lips look greasy when I was in high school. Okay, another pipette. These are going to come in handy. Oh, I got 2 pipettes in this one. Woohoo! Did I get a spoon? Yes, I did. I got a spoon in this one. Alright, and the last capsule. These are okay. Not my favorite. Glad I waited until they went on clearance. Because I think this one's a lip one too. So I got 2 eyeshadows and I believe 2 lip ones. Oh, we already know the little goober. Let's just take everything out of the box. Let's just take everything out of the box. Ta-da! Yep, we got another lip stain. Here's the lip stain base. This is probably our little measuring cup. And this is probably, what? The bottles. Here's the oh, that's cool. Are they the same? No, they're shaped different. Huh. And they're both lip stains? Yeah, it says lip stain. This one says lip oil. So one's a lip oil, one's a lip stain. Oh, that's a pretty bottle. Here's the red lip stain. That is pretty. I like the bottles. I will definitely be using those in jars probably. And then of course we got 2 pipettes. And da-da-da-da, we got our spoon. Ta-da! Well, this was fun. I enjoyed doing this. It's not quite what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be just like little bottles of makeup, because you know, I don't watch everybody's stuff. I don't have time for that. But it was cool. And it'll be fun to have like some of the palettes or lip bottles of lip stain in her room. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Continue to make stuff. Now that I've shared this stuff with you, I can move it, clear it all off, so I can, in the next video, share what I've made again. What did I create? What direction did I go? And hopefully I will get Star's Closet done. That would be cool before the next video. But I don't know. We shall see. I'm trying to come back as often as I can because I'm constantly making stuff and I'm constantly having to move stuff, organize stuff, clean stuff, get rid of stuff. Yeah, no, that kind of thing. But anyway, with all further ado, I hope you had fun with me here today. And I hope you get to relax, enjoy, and create in your mini world. And I will see you next time in mine. Bye.